Welcome to LiftRight Academy. Today, we are diving into one of the most critical and sensitive operations in the lifting world, setting up a crawler crane on a floating barge. This type of operation demands strict controls, solid engineering, and proper approvals. One mistake can create instability, so let's get it right from the start. Here is the first rule many people overlook. Not every barge is suitable for crawler crane operations. Crawler crane should only be placed on a special designed construction barges or pipe lay barges, and only after a full risk assessment with all stakeholders. Ordinary cargo barges? Absolutely not acceptable for crawler crane work. You cannot simply remove a crawler crane superstructure from land and mount it on a vessel. The original equipment manufacturer must design, engineer, and officially approve the crane specifically for marine installation. And that is not all. The Marine Classification Authority must verify, inspect, and certify that the entire installation is safe before operation. Mobile cranes with outriggers are strictly prohibited on floating vessels. Their stability design is not made for floating platforms, and the overturning risk is extremely high. Only marine-approved crawler cranes are permitted for barge operations. Before any lifting begins, the barge must be properly ballasted. Correct ballasting keeps the vessel stable, minimizes hills and trim, and ensures that the working deck stays level, even as load shifts during operations. Counterweights must be approved specifically for marine lifting. And remember, any crane operating on water must follow a derated load chart. This is usually around 67% of its onshore capacity to compensate for vessel movement, dynamic forces, and reduce stability. The crawler crane must be firmly secured to the deck at all times. This can be done using proper lashing, welded plates, deck covering, or turnbuckles. Most importantly, the lashing must be fixed directly onto the crawler tracks. This prevents any shifting as the barge moves with waves occurrence. Pick and carry operations are never allowed on floating vessels. Working the crane with a suspended load introduces massive instability and can cause the barges to roll dangerously. These activities can only take place if the manufacturer and the classification society approve it, and even then under extremely controlled conditions. The safe load indicator must always match the marine derated load chart. The operator must see the correct reduced capacity at all times. If the SLI displays the wrong chart, it becomes a serious hazard and is one of the most common causes of marine lifting incidents. The Marine Classification Society must approve the exact crane position on the vessel. They evaluate deck strength, reinforcements, structural integrity, stability data, and ballasting arrangements before issuing the approval. Tie-down points and securing methods must be approved by three parties: the crane manufacturer, the vessel's naval architect, and the Marine Classification Society. Only approved tie-down locations and proper fixing methods should be used to restrain the crane against dynamic sea forces. In summary, crawler crane operations on floating vessels requires strict engineering control, verified documentation, and full compliance with marine lifting standards. Always follow the approved procedures and never compromise on safety. Thank you for watching LiftRight Academy. Stay safe, stay competent, and always lift right.